The old hollow manor stood at the edge of town, shrouded in mystery and whispered tales. No one dared to enter its decaying halls, for it was said to be haunted by the vengeful spirit of Eliza Hollow, the last of the Hollow family, who had met a gruesome end within its walls. One stormy evening, a group of college students, eager for a thrill, decided to test their courage. Jake, Emma, and Lisa, armed with flashlights and a sense of adventure, pushed open the creaking front door. The air inside was thick with dust and the scent of decay. Shadows danced on the walls as their flashlights flickered. "Are you sure about this?" Lisa's voice trembled as they stepped into the grand foyer, dominated by a massive, cracked chandelier that hung precariously from the ceiling. "Relax, it's just an old house," Jake reassured her, though his own voice wavered. The group ventured deeper into the manor, their footsteps echoing through the empty corridors. They reached a staircase, its once grand banister now splintered and broken. As they ascended, a cold draft swept through, extinguishing their flashlights simultaneously. Panic set in as they fumbled to reignite the beams. A low, mournful wail echoed through the halls, sending shivers down their spines. Emma clutched Jake's arm. "What was that?" "Probably just the wind," Jake said, though he didn't believe his own words. They pressed on, reaching the second floor, where the temperature dropped noticeably. Their breath misted in the air as they passed by portraits of the Hollow family, their eyes seeming to follow them. They reached a large, ornate door at the end of the hallway. As they approached, the door creaked open by itself, revealing a dimly lit room. In the center stood a large four-poster bed, its once fine linens now tattered and covered in dust. On the wall above the bed was a portrait of Eliza Hollow, her eyes cold and lifeless. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind them. Lisa screamed, and the air grew thick with a palpable sense of dread. The portrait's eyes seemed to glint with malice, and a cold, ghostly figure materialized at the foot of the bed. Eliza's spirit, with hollow eyes and a twisted smile, stared at them. "Who dares enter my home?" Her voice was a chilling whisper that echoed in their minds. Paralyzed with fear, they couldn't move as she floated closer. Emma felt a cold hand on her shoulder and screamed. The lights flickered, and Eliza's laughter filled the room, growing louder and more maniacal. Desperate, Jake grabbed the door handle and yanked it open. The three of them stumbled out, racing down the stairs and through the foyer. They burst through the front door, gasping for breath as they reached the safety of the outside world. As they looked back at the manor, its windows glowed with an eerie, ghostly light. Eliza's vengeful spirit watched them, her laughter echoing in the night. The door slammed shut, and the manor returned to its silent vigil, waiting for the next unwelcome visitors.